Welcome to Fish Scale. Today we're gonna try to see what's at the bottom of the West End Pier. It's a little rough out here today. Right. Camera's on. This is the Shine Cam SC100. They sent this to me a couple months ago and I've been playing with it. You can go back and check out my video, bluegill fishing in the canal, fishing in Bayou St. John. We saw some really interesting stuff in Bayou St. John that we need to go back and catch some of those things. So yeah, let's just start right here. Let's start in the shallow part of the pool and see what we can see. I'm thinking that if we start here, at least we will have some light penetration, even if it is kind of murky. This is the first drop. I think I got an angle there, kind of. This is a pretty heavy rig for this ride. Probably should have brought a bigger rod that had a little more.
If you look in the bottom left, there's a little fish that came in.
All right, I didn't get any bites right there. Let's move out to the end. I don't know if there's any fish right there. Let's move out to the end. Now I know there's a snag if you go to the left side. There's a snag like between those two light poles right there. All right, let's get it out there. I ain't gonna throw it too far. Okay, it's sinking. There, we hit the bottom pretty quick with that. 2 ounce. 2 ounces of lead that we got. I don't know, I may need to go with a heavier weight to pin it down. Especially with wave action. I just don't want the camera to be bobbing too much.
And just like I suspected, it was bobbing a little bit with the wind and the waves. Got this little up and down ocean.
We out there. Should have brought a second rod, and I could fish and film at the same time. So we're gonna just let that sit for a few minutes. Maybe tighten up the line, just like that.
Once I tightened up the line, it seemed to stabilize a good bit.
Man. Only problem with this is you just don't know what you're filming right now. Like, it could be totally twisted up and tangled. I would never know until I go back and check the footage. Yeah, we don't have real high sun. We got this cloud. This cloud is blocking the sun, so we're not getting. I'm hoping that the light penetration goes in. Well, that looked like maybe a nibble. All right, we're gonna let that work.
It's funny to see what I perceived as a little nibble was a ton of fish. It's funny, it seems like the croakers are more interested in the camera than they are in the bait. What? The pinfish are tearing up the bait. I was also surprised not to see any hardhead catfish.
All right, this first cast on the outside, I'm definitely getting some nibbles right here. I wonder what they are. Let's reel it up. Check the bait. Yeah, they're definitely trimming the shrimp. Probably some little pinfish, something like that. Let's go straight down. Straight up and down. Let's go on a vertical camera right here in front of the pier. Oh yeah, there's a fish. I know I got that one.
I was really surprised at the visibility down at the bottom. It's much clearer down at the bottom than it is on top. Yeah, looking at this water from the surface, you wouldn't think that you'd be able to see anything under there. So maybe it was like 8 to 10 inches of visibility from the surface, but it doesn't look clear right here because there's nothing on the bottom to really give you a reference. But you're looking at the bottom, it's pretty flat and muddy right in this little spot. You can kind of see the fish skirting along the bottom. You'll see them kick up the dust. That's really the only way you can tell that you're looking clear to the bottom.
Oh, they took my bait. All right, let's get a fresh piece of bait. This is the second shrimp. Let's just try to go vertical again one more time. All right, we're down there. Let's crank it up a little bit. Let's try to feel for the bottom. I don't want the camera on the bottom though, that's the problem. I want the camera to just be looking straight up and down on this drop. The second drop.
My shrimp was gone before I could even get my line set up properly.
You know, hopefully the shrimp is right there in frame.
Yeah, I had no idea that those fish had already picked me clean.
On the next drop, I'm going to try to cast it out a bit. There's supposed to be a reef down there. There's supposed to be a reef out here. Well, there's not supposed to be. There's a reef out here. Kind of sits on this side. I just don't want to get snagged.
Yeah, I didn't know at this point that I had already dodged a tire in a big 2x12. There's lots of debris down there all around this pier, which should make fishing good.
On the bottom.
Lots of pinfish hanging around right here. I don't know why we're not seeing any other predators though. Yeah, y'all gotta let me know where y'all want me to take this camera to next. This is a really cool tool to find out what's really down there. See how the fish are relating to the structure and stuff. So yeah, drop a comment where you want me to go next with the camera.
Yeah, I'm not getting the nibble on this drop. Let's readjust. Oh, I don't have a shrimp on there, that's why. Man, they took it that quick. Or it fell off that quick. It's cast number 3. We're gonna send it out there. Alright, it didn't really fly as far as I wanted to go. We got a northwest wind blowing right into our face. I know you can hear it because I don't have the microphone on. I know you can hear it. Alright, we just touched the bottom though. Let's see if we can just get this camera rig to work properly. This is an attempt to get the camera rig to work properly on cast number 3. I think I'm getting a bite already. Unless that's just the wave action. I'm having trouble maintaining a taut line. I think I may need to use a heavier weight next time. I'm gonna try a 2 ounce. 2 ounce sinker instead of a 1 ounce. And maybe I'll try a pyramid, something that's gonna stick better. Something that will hit the bottom and anchor better. This 1 ounce just let go just now. So I know that, yeah, if I had a good anchor point, I could try and get the camera to behave properly and sit in the same spot every time. Right now I think I got like a 1 ounce. And then about 8 inches up the line, I got like a 3/4 ounce pinch weight to try and make like a an anchor point, but that's not really working.
Yeah, while I was filming this, it didn't seem as stable as it looks now on camera. It actually worked out.
Maybe just a
pretty
1 ounce
well.
pyramid would work.
I just wish we could have seen some bigger fish.
Oh yeah, I told me about a box. I could go back and get another one, but we're not gonna be here that long. This is just a test. I don't even know if this works, if people are gonna watch this. I might not have any bait on here.
That was a good assumption. The fish had ate the bait like 5 minutes before I realized I didn't have any bait.
I don't. Man, they are picking this frozen shrimp off so quick. This will be cast number 3. Damn, I'm losing count.
I think it was actually cast number 4.
Let's just try another straight down drop. Right in front of this piling here. See if there are any sheephead on this piling. If there are anything using the piling as structure, maybe a catfish. Oh, that was a good bite. That was a really good bite. I think I might have a fish on. Oh, nope, took me. Number 5, going into the piling here for the second time. It's not that deep right here at the pier. I think I got took already, huh? Oh, no, I wasn't at this one. I was at this one, drop number 6. I was at this pile. Oh,
Yeah,
hello?
I'm at the pier. I'm trying to watch these fish bite. I don't know where I should go next with this camera. Let me know in the comments where you want me to go, and I'll get back to you in the comments. Thanks for watching. They got like 3 more minutes of just raw footage underwater. I cut the sound off. Got a little background music. Check it out. Thanks for watching.